Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. In this video, I want to quickly show everyone on how to generate cut and fill volume between two surfaces. So here is my report, and the global mapper is the software we are going to be using in the course of this video. So the GIS packages such as the Surfer, Global Mapper, ArcGIS Pro make use of the grid method basically, while the Civil 3D makes use of the CIN surface method. So I'm just going to show you how to make use of Global Mapper to achieve cut and fill volume calculation. Alright, so let's get started. So you definitely need to follow the procedure I am about to show you, starting from the required data to the procedure of generating your cut and fill. So you need the designed information and the existing information in CSV if you are making use of a topographic data. So I have my designed level data here, and I have the existing level data, which is the raw topographic data, and that is here. So these two sets of data must be tabulated on Excel. So you must have it tabulated in comma delimited. So you can see here is distance, here is northeast, and here is the elevation without the heading, and it must be saved as comma delimited in the folder. So here is the right extension. So after you have your data prepared, you need to close it and close your Excel worksheet. Then you open your global mapper, click on open data files to import your data. So you navigate to where you have your design level. I'm just going to select this first and click on open. So automatically the global mapper software is going to auto dictate your CSV data. Yours is just to confirm your coordinate order. So from my own case, I have the distance first in the column, northeast here, then the elevations. So if yours is on X order first, that is going to be wrong based on your file format tabulation. So you need to select the first format on the column. In my case, distance, then nothings. So after that, this is auto detected. Leave it on default. There's nothing much to do again. Then you just click on OK. So it's going to automatically dictate your coordinate reference system. It's very important, but if it did not do that for you, you need to check this and select your coordinate system of interest and your zone projection. Then you select your datum of interest, then you click on OK. So this is my design level information. So I have imported that. Then the next is to click on file, click on open data files to import your existing level. So you select the file as well, click on open. It has been auto detected, then click on OK. Also the projection system is OK by me, click on OK. So we have the two data sets we'll be making use of, the existing and the design. Then the next step is to create an elevation grid from these two sets of data separately. So to do that, you click on your terrain analysis here, then you scroll down to create elevation grid. So you need to create an elevation grid, select that. So it's going to ask you which of the layers, so you need to uncheck one to leave one checked. So I want to create for the designed level first. So when you check this, click on OK. It's going to give you the default name. You may choose to edit this, but I'm going to leave it on default. Then the vertical unit, of course, I want it to be meters. So you leave this checked, automatic. Then all of these are default, and you can click on OK. So that is the elevation grid for that design level. So you can uncheck for the designed level information. So I want to create an elevation grid for the existing level this time around. So you need to check that, then come to your terrain analysis, then you scroll down to create elevation grid. Then this time around, your existing level CSV data must be checked. Then you click on OK. So you leave this on default except you want to edit the name, or this on default, then you click on OK. So here's the elevation grid of the existing level. And that's it for the second step. So for the third step, which is the step where you need to compute volume between these two data sets for the existing level elevation grid and the design level. So at this stage, we no longer need the CSV data set. So we need the elevation grid for both the design level and the existing level. So to now generate a cut and fill between those two surfaces, you now come to terrain analysis, then navigate to measure volume between surfaces. Click on that. So what will now be here is the existing level. So you select existing level here for your elevation layer to subtract from existing level. Therefore, your elevation layer to subtract is your designed level. Please take note of this. Then for your units of your volume, depending on what you want, I prefer to go with cubic meters. So for these volume bounds, in case you are interested in some specific section of the site, you need to draw a box for that. But I'm not going to OK this because I want for the entire site. Alright. So you can now come back to your layer selection, then you click on OK. Then you are going to have your volume between the two surfaces created. For the cut, this is it. For the fill, this is it. So you can actually check the video description to see my explanation on this report created. So like I said earlier, the Rover Mapper makes use of the grid method of volume calculation, but your Civil 3D makes use of the TIN, thin surface method for volume calculation. So engineers, basically, we do love to go with the thin surface method because that gives a better form of calculations. Although this method for the grid volume also has its own advantage in some ways. So depending on your interest, you go ahead to make use of the method that suits you for your project the most. Alright, so you can now click on OK and go to your notepad to paste the information for your client's deliverables. Alright, so you can check the description of the video to see how I explain what this report actually means in real world scenario. Okay, so if you find this video helpful and informative, do well to hit on the subscribe icon as well as turn on your notification to keep on getting valuable tutorial freely. Thank you. See you in the next video.